so what we're going to talk about next is how we can incorporate the same ideas and concepts that happen in your golf swing into an easy to do, simple exercise that really works on single leg balance, single leg stability, rotation in both of our hips, an athletic movement that's going to get you moving better, feeling better, and ultimately swinging the golf club a little bit better. The concept that we're going to talk about is when we go into our swing, so we go into our backswing, what we're doing is internally rotating this back hip. As we come down into the follow-through, we're internally rotating into this front hip. So the exercise that we're going to go through works on internally rotating both sides of our body, one side of our body, one hip, into the other hip. We're going to go through it in 3 different variations. The first one starts at the most basic level, and each one adds one layer of complexity as we go through the exercise, all working on the same movement pattern, which is single leg stability, single leg balance, and rotation into one side of our body. So what I'm using here is a foam roller. It's about knee height for me. We can really use any object that you're going to reach to that's at about knee height. A little bit lower makes it a little more challenging. The higher up the object is, the easier. So how we're going to align our body is like this. I'm going to take the foam roller and I'm going to line it up with one leg here. So the same leg I line it up with, that's going to be my up leg. So whichever leg I bring up, I'm going to bring my opposite hand up almost like in this runner's position. Right, so from here, I'm going to focus on staying tall in my spine, soft on my bottom leg, and I'm going to reach forward as I hinge, and I'm going to get back up to this tall position. So I'm balancing forward, loading up this outside leg as I come back to balanced position. So we're just working through the range of motion nice and smooth, one side at a time, maintaining that balance and stability. So now for movement number 2, we're going to add one layer of complexity into the movement, going through the same pattern, but we're going to add a little bit more rotation into this movement. So what we're going to do is line up with one foot forward, other foot is back, so we're soft in this front leg, right, long leg in the back. So all we're thinking about doing is I'm going to hinge forward with my back straight, and I'm going to reach my hand across my body and back to top position. Reach my hand down across the body, back to top position. So I want to maintain a straight spine as I reach through, controlling my body. I'm almost thinking of a seesaw movement. So as my upper body moves, my lower body moves with it as I go across the body. Right? I'm not letting my foot go first. I'm not bending first. Right? Spine stays straight, upper body, lower body moving at the same time as we reach across the body, back to top. All right, so for movement number 3, we're going to add one more layer into the movement to make it a little more complex. For the next layer, we're going to start where we finished in the last exercise, but all we're going to do from this position is we're going to think about rotating and sliding into this other side. So we're going to go one side to the other side as we make it a more dynamic movement, but we're working on the same pattern. So now we're adding a layer of balance in by jumping from one side to the other. We're still maintaining that upper body rotation, and we're trying our best to balance one foot to the other foot. One foot to the other foot. If we need to use that back foot, we always have it for balance as we go side to side. Right? The most important thing is we're maintaining good angles, working side to side, and going through the movement best we can, balancing on one leg, rotating our upper body, nice and controlled as we go through the movement.